Hi everyone, welcome to this lab of Microsoft Fabric. In this lab, we will focus on data ingestion using pipeline in Microsoft Fabric. So data does not magically appear in your lakehouse. It needs to be ingested from source systems. This is where pipelines comes in. So pipelines are orchestrated workflows that does uh, extract, transforms, and load data from various sources into your analytical platform. Fabric pipelines are built on the same engine as Azure Data Factory, that offers over 100 connections to databases, files, APIs, SaaS applications, and more. And the beauty is visual design. You drag and drop activities, configure connections, and lets Fabric handles the execution. This lab demonstrates a common ETL pattern: copy activity followed by Spark notebook transformations. The copy activity is your data extraction tools. We'll configure it to pull a CSV file from a GitHub URL, but this could just as easily be a SQL database, REST API, or Azure Below storage. The copy activity handles authentication, data sampling, and efficient transfer. We'll copy raw sales data into our Lakehouse files folder, which you normally think as a bronze layer, the landing zone for raw or unprocessed data. But copying data is the beginning. Real world data needs transformation, cleansing, like cleaning nulls, splitting columns, deriving new fields, changing data types. Where actually that notebook shines. We'll create a Spark notebook that reads the copied CSV, apply transformation using PySpark, and write the result to a delta table. And the key here is parameterization. The notebook accepts a table name as a parameter, making it which makes actually reusable across different data sheets. Then comes the orchestration magic. You will add a delete activity to your pipeline that runs before the copy activity. Why? Just to ensure clean, repeatable run. Each pipeline execution delete old files, then copies fresh data and transform it. This idempotent pattern prevents duplicate data and make pipeline reliable. So the pipeline structure becomes delete old data, copy new files, transform and load into delta table. Each activity connects with on completion dependencies. The next step only runs when the previous one finished successfully. Fabric pipeline offered monitoring. We can track execution times, we can view logs, debug features, and even set up alerts. For production scenarios, we can add scheduling, like run based on daily, hourly, or triggers on events. The real power emerges when you realize pipelines can orchestrate anything: call REST APIs, execute stored procedures, run machine learning models, send notification, or trigger other pipelines. They are the glue that connects all your data processes. By end of this lab, you will have built an end-to-end ETL pipeline that ingests data, transforms it with Spark, and loads it into a queryable data table. And let's build data pipeline and automate the data workflow. We are going to do ingest data with a pipeline in Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric allows also to implement ETL, extract, transform, and load data solution for data ingestion through the creation of pipeline. So for that, first connect to Azure Fabric console, and then first create a workspace. Click workspace button, click new workspace, then data fabric workspace sheet of 4, and then advanced section. Make sure that you have got fabric capacities enabled. Click apply. You will see an empty workspace. Now we are going to create a lakehouse. So click underneath workspace, click new item, search for lakehouse, click lakehouse, and give a lakehouse name. Click create. So you see it's create a lakehouse with the tables and files. Actually, there is no tables and files, but you can see the structure now. Files, we are going to create a new subfolder. Give a name, new underscore data. So now we are going to create a pipeline. So from the, let's go back to here, that you see that the get data menu, and there is an option like new pipeline. So click that new pipeline. Give a pipeline name. So you see that it's open a copy data wizard. And here you can select the source. There you can select view more, so that you can find all the sources available. So in our case we are going to use HTTP. And connection settings, we are getting data through URL sales.csv file. Connection is create a new connection name, give a name. And data category, click none. Authentication type is anonymous, all default, and select next. Now next section, so here relative URL, put that blank. Request method get is fine. Additional headers, leave blank. Binary copy, that is unselected. Requested time out, leave blank, and all others, and go to next. So it's connecting to the data source, and it's actually getting that data to be sampled before all those categories. So file format is delimited text, that is fine. Column delimiter is comma, and row delimiter, we are going to select a line fit. Backslash is new line, and then first row as a header, and compression type is none, that is default is none, no compression. There are different other options that you can select. Click next. Now in the next window, uh, you just see that kind of summary. uh, for data destination connection root folder, in our case we are going to select uh, files, browse the files that we created, new data, and it's loading the information from there. So this one, okay, files name that we have got sales.csv over there, and copy behavior, for now we are selecting none. Click next. Here, file format, comma delimiter, row delimiter, we selected last time also line feet, and on others default. Click next. And this is the copy summary page. Review the details here. Source is this one, connection name, and destination is connection name, lakehouse, file name, folder path, and click save and run. So you can see that a pipeline, it's running, but it's coming as a copy data um, activity. Name as copy data activity has been created. And when it's in progress, you can see that it's in progress, that pipeline status. You can see that successfully ingested sales data. So it has been completed. Now let's go back to Lakehouse, and under files, a new folder. Let me refresh that one. Just to see that CSV file has been copied. So yes, here you can see that sales.csv file has been copied. So now we're going to create a notebook. So let's go back to workspace, create a new item, notebook, create a notebook, and give a notebook name. Click create. So here we can see that a notebook containing a single cell has been opened. So now we can replace this like as a markdown, or replace with the defined code. So for now we are going to add a variable declaration. So we are declaring table name as a cells. So for that, if you see that ellipsis button or that more command, select that one, and you will see the toggle parameter cell. When I set that one, you see that it becomes as a parameter. So now you created this is a variable. So now open a different code block. So here if you see that this code is actually load data from uh, sales.csv file, because we defined that one asterisk.csv, but there is only one file uh, to get that data. And after that we are doing some uh, logic or apply some transformation, and then after that what we are doing finally, that load the data into a table. and as a append mode. So appending the data if the table is already exist. So now let's execute that one. So it is running, it's the cell is running. Also here from you can see I have got some error message. Let me check that one, what the issue. I think I did not select the data item, so let's select that one, existing data source, and select the lakehouse. Click connect. Stop now. Now let me execute that one again. Okay, start that again. My session was disconnected. Your computer session was disconnected. Run or reopen the notebook. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Seems working now. Okay, so variable has been declared. So this time it looks good. 7 of 7 succeeded. It runs for 31 seconds. So let's go to that lake house tables and refresh. So we can see that sales table has been created. So now when you are in notebook, select this settings icon and we can set a name for this notebook, give a name. So load cells. It has been renamed that one. So click close. So now go back to lake house. And the Explorer pane, let me refresh both. Tables, if I select cells, it's loading the preview, data preview. So we can preview of the data that sales table contains. So now let's modify the pipeline. For that, go back to this ingest sales data. And on the, you can see that there are different options here. So here is the activities. Click on activities tab. Now from here you can see those different options are available. So from here you see these three dots. Click there, select delete data option, and put delete data. Okay, move this side on left. And on completion we're going to connecting here, copy data. So what we are doing that copy, like delete data activity to the left of the copy data activity and connects this as on completion delete data, it is going to copy data. Now select the delete data activity, and in the bottom section, which is design canvas, known as design canvas, so give a name like delete old data, and source section, connection is the lake house. Select the lake house, then file path here. And the file path, we know that one is let me, where is the, can you get that one by browsing? So new data and cell CSV. Okay, so it got that information here, and then recursively is selected. Then we're not selecting anything with advanced start time, end time, that you can do based on your requirements. Now logging settings, there is like logging is enabled. We do not need to hold the login permission, so deselect that one. So what it does, it just ensures that any existing CSV files are is going to be deleted before copying into that sales.csv files. Now we are going to add a notebook. So from activities, this is the notebook. Click on notebook, move it to little right here. So going to add a notebook activity. So from this copy data activity, then connect on completion with the notebook. Then in the down below for the notebook activity, give a name. Under settings, so first give a name, activity state, activate, go to settings, workspace. This is the notebook name. Then there is a parameters, base parameters. Add a new parameter. Table name, type is string, and give a new underscore cells. So table name parameter will be passed to the notebook and override the default value that is assigned to the table name variables in the parameter cell. So now save that one. Savings. Now run that one. It's in progress. And we can see from the down below design section, you can refresh that one, it's queued. So let's wait this to be completed, pipeline job. So you can see delete all files that has been completed and progress to next pipeline job, which is copy data. So that has been also completed. Now it's going to, this is green tick, then it's going to notebook section. So finally it completed. It took actually 13 minutes. So here you can see the job has been completed. So what does that mean? You just let me go to data lakehouse so that if I go there um, under explorer like pen, so expand the tables, refresh that one. We have changed that to new cells, so you can see that a new cells table is there. If you click that one, we can get the preview, data preview. When that's coming, let's go back here in this data cells. So from there, what you can do, from that report, you can see the import, and actually our table was cells, and we changed that to new cells. So it will create a like it created a new cells table. And you can also go like from here the run history to find the history when that has been completed, what it is doing, and you can go to monitor section to get little more in details. And go into back view. So let's go back. I hope our data has been loaded here. It's still loading here. We can see the preview of the data it contains. So in this exercise, actually we implemented a solution where we have been ingest data using a pipeline to copy the data to lakehouse from an actually external source. And what we have done, we have used a Spark notebook to transform the data and then load into here. So that's it for this. Okay, let me show the thing here. For this lab, you can see in that notebook one here that we have used. So go back. So that's it for this lab. See you in next lab. Thank you.